we wrap things up here, we want to take a look at our specialized race recap in what is maybe not even arguably, maybe the greatest weather we've ever had ahead of John Penton GNCC. It wasn't dusty. It wasn't a mutter. It was just right. So our riders getting locked and loaded on the line. We got rider intros. The Bidwell Bullet poised and ready to take what would be an eventual win for him. But everybody talking about this start. Rubbin is racing. It was a dogfight, and it was Adam McGill on the losing end of that last into the woods. From there, Bryson Neal, the Bidwell Bullet, took over. When you look at this one in the recap, you're like, oh, Bryson Neal, it was his race all day. And it was, but he had plenty of battles under his belt. Early Walker Fowler, and then Wyatt Wilkin.
Yep, it was not the Bidwell Bullet all alone all day, as we saw here. We did hear him say he had a little miscue on the track, had to pull the bike back, get going again. That may have been a portion of that time he lost, but Wyatt Wilkin was absolutely charging. Bryson Neal responded, started to stretch things out again, looking comfortable, looking smooth, looking fast, and just continuing to march away, extending that gap. 51 seconds was the tail of tape at the end of a little over 2 hours of racing, but Wyatt Wilkin looking so strong there in the number 2 spot, already talking about he wants his turn in 2 weeks' time at Ironman.
Yeah, he does, and boy, he had some opportunities today. Got as close as I believe you'd mentioned, I think 13 seconds at one point, but Bryson Neal just finding another gear. But again, nonetheless, stellar ride by Wyatt Wilkin. Go ahead, Rodney.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the race, as Bryson takes the win here, and obviously he's got that championship wrapped up. I think a lot of the race, the story was told back there in that battle for second place.
Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, we watched that one all day. Unfortunately for Walker Fowler, a little mistake in there. Something happened and fell back and was out of that battle. And then, that's the way it went. That battle for third. And Walker Fowler ended up just outside of that.
Yeah, we're talking about that battle for third, but that battle for second in the overall points, still raging on. Hunter Hart now with a 6-point lead over Walker Fowler. And Josh Merritt with a really good last lap. Look at him, all the way up to 7th, was back at the tail end of the top 10, charged up to 8th, was outside the top 10, and then back up to 7th on that final lap with a big push to get around Jared McClure, Alex Tiemann, Jay Shadron, and very nearly getting to Adam McGill in the final sections of racetrack there. So Merritt very much still wanting his piece of the pie there for that battle for the top 3 overall.
Hats off to Alex Tiemann as we look at that top 10 overall, cracking into the top 10, finishing 9th. Not as good as we saw him earlier in the race, but still believe we're waiting on reports to find out some confirmation, but should be enough, I believe, for Alex Tiemann to wrap up that XC2 championship.